Hello, everybody. This is Chris, also known as the Silent GM, and welcome back to Duel Links Masochist. Last episode was a pretty big disappointment, if I'm going to be honest, but we're going to dust ourselves off, get back up, and get right back on the horse. Let's get into game number one. Now, unfortunately, rank did reset, so we are back down into Rookie. Going up against Seto Kaiba, Dark Side of Dimensions first. I'm going to bet you anything that this is going to be Battle Chronicle. There we go. Not a bad opening hand. Would like to thank the commenter who let me know what Fiery Fervor actually does. After this episode, or after this game, I should say, it's got to get removed from the deck. Because it requires that the opponent's monster actually has higher attack than its original, not my original attack. So it's definitely not as good as I thought it was, nor would it have won us the game at the end of last episode. So just gonna take it out of the deck. And, of course, our opponent just hammers out the blue eyes for free. That's super great. We're not going to activate that. Thankfully, we don't take any damage, but we don't really have a good follow-up here. I think we just set the Enraged Battle Ox and pass the turn. We still have quite a hard time dealing with Blue Eyes. It is so easy for them to just slam out the 3K. And, I mean, the best we can really do is our Miniaturize. Miniaturize will put it down to 2,000, which we can beat over with 2 or 3 cards in our deck, which is still not a good way to solve the problem, right? But it's the best we got. I am going to normal summon the Dino Mist. I don't think this is correct, but I mean, we're pretty dead here anyway. We kind of have to do something, and I think we're dead regardless of what we play. This will definitely be the end of the game. I am going to miniaturize the Dragon Spirit of White. Blow it up. Just to make sure he doesn't get the free no damage bonus, because I'm petty. Good game. Let's go to the deck editor, pull out Fiery Fervor, and we'll get back on the ladder. So I replaced Fiery Fervor with the Sinister Yoshiro that we opened, I believe, in episode 2. It lets me essentially summon Gap for free. It's the only target that we have in the deck right now, but it essentially turns it into a 2200 normal summon. It's a little synergy, but I'm hoping it's an improvement over what we have now. It's definitely an improvement over Fiery Fervor. Rest in peace, Fiery Fervor. Okay, going up against Paradox. We going first. What are we playing against? Malefic Dragons. Well, we got the combo already. We're going to set that. We're going to set our Naturia Beans. Fucking workhorse, this guy. And the next turn, we are going to... assuming this doesn't make it. Actually, thinking on it, we don't even really need to do that. I think I'm just going to slow roll it a little bit here. Play the battle locks, set the miniaturize. Now we go to battle. Next turn, we can win. I'm really hoping we break the losing streak here. It is 6 games at minimum in a row that we've lost. I think we win here, actually. Normal summon this for free. Switches everything into attack position, and our opponent concedes. Yes! Alright, let's open a damn pack. I'm so excited. Alright, finally, we have beaten the losing streak. We're going to spin for our first pack in 2 episodes. Good luck. So Flare Lightning. Alright, that's got some photon support, I believe. That might be good for us. So Flare Lightning. It's our first pack from this set, and man, does it have some good pulls. I would love to see any of these like semi-generic Link monsters, like the Security Dragon. Even this guy we could probably make work. The Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. I don't know, I'm just still really excited that we won a game this week. Orchestrated Release. Tribute 2 machine-type monsters that target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If your opponent controls a Link monster, you can target 2 monsters instead. You can only activate Orchestrated Release once per turn. I believe what this means is we can, if our opponent has a Link monster, we can tribute 2 of our opponent's monsters to Monster Reborn something. It's 2 corner case for something that we'll use it for. It's 2 corner case for us to use it, but it's not a bad card in Orchest if we can end up getting enough cards to make that work. Token Stampede. All tokens in attack position gain 1,000 attack. Also, they cannot be destroyed by battle. If we had anything that generated tokens, this would automatically go with the deck. I really want to make this work, honestly. And another fusion monster, Iwas the Magistus Spell Spirit. We're not going to be able to summon this, unfortunately, because even with our Mystic Sheep that we're going to get soon, it's not a specific card name here. If this, instead of saying a Magistus monster, if it said a specific one, we'd be able to replace that, but where it's not specific, we can't replace it. So this is kind of another dead card. Unfortunate. Really not too much in this pack, honestly. The only thing that I'm really excited about is the Token Stampede, and we can't really make use of that with our card pool right now. Unfortunate, but at least we broke the loss streak. See you guys in the next game. Alright, going up against Odeon on the draw. We have Naturia Beans in hand. We have Monster Reborn. Bujinji Fox is our best defensive monster apart from the beans. And Vampire Grace is just here chilling. This could be fine. He's not running any skill, and he just set 1 back row. I think we just set our Naturia Beans, set our trap card here, and end the turn. We didn't draw a really offensive hand, unfortunately. I would have loved to just rush him down while it seems he's bricked. But hopefully we can kind of slow roll it a little bit and still be fine. Or he disconnects. Honestly, if he disconnects, I am a happy camper. Alright, we're going to set this again. I don't want to tribute the Naturia Beans. I would prefer to tribute the Bujinji Fox. So we'll set the Fox. Then next turn, we'll probably summon the Vampire Grace. See if we can't use it to mill a monster from his deck into the graveyard. And then we can Monster Reborn it. And maybe do some more damage to him. Our opponent didn't do anything on that turn. Well, we'll definitely activate... I don't know if we'll activate Swords Revealing Light. Either way, I am going to tribute for Vampire Grace. And we hope that this isn't... one of these isn't Mirror Force. It is some kind of Battle Trap because he has the option to activate it. Kiteroid. Okay. That's fine. It's fine by me. He's playing some kind of stall deck then, I would assume, where he hasn't dropped any monsters yet, and he's running Kiteroid. We could probably beat him. Alright, so I think this is where we activate the Swords of Revealing Light, just to see what that is. Because if it's a 2000 defense, monster, I don't want to attack into it with Vampire Grace and just do nothing. There is also a chance that this is like the Maneater bug that does all sorts of shenanigans. So we'll activate this. What is this? Lady of the Lake. Cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro of a warrior type monster. What is this? Oh, we normal summon out our alligator sword and we go to battle. We attack here. And he probably is going to Kiteroid. Yep. And we go to end step. We're doing good here. We are definitely in the driver's seat. These back row don't seem to matter. But then again, swords. Okay. That's fair. Totally fair. It's fine for us. Naturia Beans is better when he's face up anyway. So getting that flipped up for free is fine with me. I guess next turn we just kind of draw pass. Infernoble Knights. Okay. Makes sense. We're both going to be under swords for essentially the same amount of time. He's going to get out, and then he's going to have one turn, and then I'm going to get out. I think we tribute summon over the alligator sword. And then we just kind of say go. What is this? Activate effect. Oh, I could just do that? Sure, why not? Mill a monster, please. I don't think they have any starters from the grave if he's running like a full thing. I didn't know that was just an effect. Banish this card from your graveyard, special summon it. Alright, well, maybe it does have an effect in the yard. Should be fine. The vampire monsters really aren't that good, honestly. The mill effect that they have, it was fine back when, like, Vampire Lord came out, back in the original run of, like, dual monsters. But nowadays, so much is done with using the graveyard as, like, an extension of your hand. Like, that grass looks greener is banned for a reason. If you don't know what that is, it essentially says, if you have more cards in your deck than your opponent, discard from the top until you have the same amount of cards in your deck. So people would play the max size deck list that they could, hope that they draw that grass looks greener, play it, and then mill like 30 cards into their graveyard, and then use that to win relatively quickly. I mean, it's banned in Duel Links. I believe it's limit 1 in Master Duel. Don't quote me on that. I haven't played Master Duel in a little bit. But either way, it's a ridiculous card, and it just shows how good graveyard effects have gotten. All right, we are out from under swords, and hopefully our opponent doesn't have a way to synchro into something crazy. We do have miniaturized to screw them over, and I'm hoping that'll be enough to disrupt any of their synchro plays, because it not only decreases the attack, but it also decreases the level by 1. So I'm going to do that here on Magius. Hopefully this is enough to keep him off of their level 5 synchro. Noble Arms Excalibur. I don't actually know what that does offhand. And that's a lot of words for me to read. More Noble Arms cards. Is that it? Did we win? Maybe? I mean, we didn't win, but we could maybe do something. Yep. The synchro. Link into Furious Flame Swordsman. Okay. Hopefully that's fine. I don't know if this extends too much. I don't know how Infernoble Knights plays in Duel Links. I haven't even played it in Master Duel. The only time I really dabbled in them is when I was trying to build a Exodia deck, and it used Infernoble Knights to thin through the deck and tutor all of the Exodia pieces to your hand. It was supposed to do it in the first turn. I was never able to get it to work. Probably a user error more than anything, but it was an interesting concept, enough for me to at least try it. This is not a bad place for us to be in. What is our graveyard effect here? Okay, it's the Bujinji Fox. Because we drew the Pavo, we have the ability to fog our opponent's battle phase. If I can use some Magic the Gathering terms. Magic Cylinder. Okay, that's fine. We'll take 1,000 damage and we'll clear here. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. I really did want to clear this as well, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're at a point where we might deck out before we can break through whatever our opponent is doing. So we'll go to end step and hope that next turn we could deal some more damage to him, because we only got in for 200. Battling Boxer. Was that bandaged? Rabbit Punch? Big Bandage. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay. And he's a monster reborning, probably from his own yard, because he has much better stuff in his graveyard than we do. Like, let's be real. Yeah, he's grabbing his Link monster back. Fine by me. He can clear the Naturia Beans, which I'd be okay with at this point. It would let us use Monster Reborn to grab something good from our yard. Or from his yard, I should say. Ours sucks. And honestly, he doesn't have anything good in there either. Only thing he has left is Lady of the Lake, because he has everything else on board. Looks like he's crashing his Noble Knight. That's okay with me. He's not going to attack into our Naturia Beans. I'm going to normal summon the Rock Stone Warrior. I'm going to set our Magic Cylinder. We're going to go to combat. attack into the Flame Swordsman, attack into the Batlin Boxer. It is going to survive, unfortunately, but we are still dealing damage. We got 7 cards left in our deck. It's not a ton. We do have Obelisk, which is going to be nice to pull off. We might actually be able to summon it for once without cheating it out. We do have Magic Cylinder set if our opponent attacks with something big. We can really chunk down his health. This is probably the tightest game we've played in a little bit. Interesting. Putting it in defense means he doesn't have too much in the back row to really save it. We have seen Monster Reborn. That means we don't have to play around Mirror Force anymore. Megabilis. Do we tribute for this? I think we might, honestly. All warrior monsters. Do we have any other warrior monsters? I don't think so. No, you know what? I'm gonna play a little safe here still. I am just gonna clear this. Get our opponent completely without monsters. We have 6 cards left in our deck. We can definitely beat him in 6 turns. As long as he doesn't go off like this turn. Because none of his back row is Battle Traps. He's used Magic Cylinder. He only has 1 copy of that. If he has Magic Cylinders, the Revolver / Varus card, he hasn't set it yet. Because that would give him the option to activate it when we attack. I'm thinking we're in the clear where his back row is concerned. He might too, because it looks like he might be disconnecting. Fuck yeah, 2 in a row. I will take it. After last episode, I didn't think we'd get 2 in a row again. I thought those days were long gone, but here we are. Let's get another pack. Darkness Gimmick. Alright, that has Gimmick Puppet support, and I believe we've opened it before. So let's take a look. Alright, I'm just going to record another game. It's fine, I lost anyway. Alright, had some minor technical issues on the last game. So technically this is game number 6 for the day. We just lost the last game. I'll probably include the audio in some kind of bloopers video at some point. We got close. But our opponent pulled out some crazy Dark Magician strats, and we ended up losing at the very end. Going up against Yugi with a 30 card deck and a skill. Interesting. I think I'm going to swords here. I want to see what this is. I want to see what we're dealing with here. Dragoonity Corsica. When a monster equipped with this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add 1 level 4 or lower monster from your deck to your hand with the same type and attribute as the monster this is equipped to. What the fuck? I don't get Dragoonities, man. We're going to summon the Bean and see what our opponent does next. See if he's playing full Dragoonities. He is playing a Yami-Yugi personal skill, legendary skill, whatever the hell they call it now. One of his own skills instead of an archive skill. So I'm betting it's probably something like Destiny Draw, if we haven't seen it activate yet. Thankfully, it's nothing that lets him special summon normal summon Dark Magician for free, to my knowledge. either way, it doesn't look like he has anything offensively right now. Neither do we, unfortunately. We are going to set this because I really don't like sacrificing Naturia Beans for just a 2k beater. So we'll wall up a little bit here, play it a little slow. Next turn, we're going to tribute for the Eagle Claw. One of those is probably going to be like a Cylinders or like a Mirror Force. So having the Naturia Beans to fall back on is going to be good when we inevitably get blown out here. He had something that he didn't activate. He stalled for way too long for there not to be something, which means something like a Kiteroid in hand, or like a Cylinder, or probably more than likely is a Mirror Force. Dragoonity Divine Lance. Why would you set that? Okay. Still not enough to get over either of our guys, which is good. Okay. You can special summon. Okay. Well, we're going to Magic Cylinder that, definitely. Because it's going to probably come in pretty big. Oh, well, it can't attack for another turn or so. But it is, unfortunately, bigger than most of the things in our deck. He's under sword still, which is fine. What we can do here... Ooh, this is juicy. I'm going to set the Miniaturize. I am going to pass the turn. Our opponent is going to attack. He is going to... we're going to flip up our Magic Cylinder. He's going to take 1,300 damage. We're going to Miniaturize on our turn, clear it. In theory... Oh, he's not attacking? Oh. Well, this significantly changes things. I'm going to activate Miniaturize. Miniaturize this. I'm going to... You know what? Yeah, I'm Rip Naturia Beans. You will be missed. But I really hope that this gets through. I want to steal that. Please, pretty please. Yeah, I really did see that coming, didn't I? I am, however, going to save both of our guys at the end of the battle phase. Okay, so we don't get to just immediately steal it, which is honestly fine. Because we go to end step, this activates, and we just get our opponent's own fucking 2,600 for free. This card is the fucking MVP now. Holy shit. It saved us from the Mirror Force. I forgot it did that. Holy shit. I don't want to get greedy. I don't want to get greedy. I can't. I just need to go in and win this game. And that's game. Oh, what a fucking night. Okay. He's going in the thumbnail. He's definitely going to the thumbnail. Yes! Oh, yeah. Alright, we get to open a UR ticket. This is fantastic. Assuming I have a UR ticket, I get to use whichever one I think is best. Let me grab all of these nice gem rewards. All right, let's see. We do have a dream ticket. We have 2 dream tickets for the Ace Monsters. So we could get one of these. Utopia would be huge. Or Giant Hand. Those are maybes. Looking at the Synchro Monsters, these are less likely to be useful to us. I am leaning towards one of these because the packs or the tickets will expire relatively soon, within the next month or two. There is this one that is just a straight up dream ticket for almost any UR in the game. So, you know what we're going to do? I want to put it to you guys. Let me know in the comments down below which dream ticket you guys want me to open and what card you want me to open with that dream ticket. Or if you want me to skip dream tickets altogether and just pick a SRUR ticket and grab one of these free-to-play cards. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.